Okay, so I know it's been a while since I did a video. I just haven't known what to do for a video or what to do it on. So I thought today I would actually play a bit of Factorio, show you guys what I've been playing. This is one of these games that just kind of grabbed me, pulled me in, and I've been hammering the crap out of it. It's really, really, really good. It seems to be one of those games where you start out just kind of floundering around and having a bit of a play with things, but the more you learn and the more you play, the more involved the game gets. It seems the more hours you put into the game, the more you want to play it, which is quite good, because most games are the opposite. You start playing them and then you kind of slowly lose interest, whereas this one does the opposite. So, gonna start from scratch. Let's go with a new game. Just standard settings, I guess. That'll do, rough enough. So, the maps are randomly generated. You never know what you're going to get for a start. So, let's have a little bit of a look. So, you start off running around in circles. So, there's some oil, there's some coal, some copper, there's a little bit of stone there. I'm not seeing any iron. Hey, there's some iron up there. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is get this iron up and running. Get some plates so we can make stuff. So do we have any? Yes. So we're going to want to make some tools. Otherwise mining things is just so ridiculously painful. Now we're going to need some coal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here. Run down and mine some coal, which is over here. So this is actually not a great starting position, but we'll just play through and see how we go. So I'm going to probably want, I'll grab 10, so it's 5 each. So you start off with everything being coal powered. So I'll run this up to furnace and this thingy, and I'm going to load some into there and chuck the rest into there. Okay, now since I've still got some plates left, I'm going to build a little piece of conveyor belt here, just like that, and I can grab the iron ore that comes out, chuck it into the smelter, and that'll give me iron plates. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to grab some stone, because I'm going to need more stone. Four, 5. So, because I'm going to want, I want one of these arms. Grab some of that. Now these are quite handy because I can let's get some more plates first. So because everything's coal powered at the start, I need a little bit more iron. What I do is get my iron up and running. Almost there. Once I get my iron up and running, or once I get enough, there we go. Okay, build another one of these. Grab some more of that. Right, so I'm going to want a probably about 3 of these, or 4. There's 1. So I've got my iron supply ticking along, but I'm going to need a coal supply as well. Grab some more there. Okay, these 4. Okay, so run down to the coal. Chuck this in here. Now, by doing this, I can put an inserter there, mine a piece of coal, and chuck it in there. So now what this is going to do is this is going to mine some coal, and this arm is coal powered as well. Everything's coal powered at the start, and it's going to load itself up. And then once it's done, it's going to load that up. And once that's got a certain amount in it, then all the extra coal coming out I can just grab off the belt. But we shall run back up here. Get some more iron. Load that. Make this belt a bit longer. See, if it's a longer belt, then more ore can sit on it. So what I'm going to do is put it through there, like that. Not out of fuel, that means I need to go and get some more coal. So we'll load that up. And see the coal's just nicely starting to pile up. So at the start you spend a lot of time just kind of running backwards and forwards. I don't know if I need... oh, yeah, no, that'll be alright. Loading everything up. And running everything all over the place. So it probably doesn't look that interesting when all you're doing is running backwards and forwards and loading stuff up. But once you get things working, you're basically setting up factories and automating everything. So what I'm going to do is let this tick over, and we'll see where we get to. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a look at what we've done here, just quickly. So we've got two coal mines down the end here. Because they're coal powered, the little arms are feeding the coal back into themselves to keep them running, so they're always topped up with coal. And this coal is coming all the way up this belt. Don't really need too much stone, but it is handy to have a miner on there just at the start, so you don't have to keep going back and mining it all to make these. So as you can see here, I have the iron going onto one side of the belt and the coal going onto the other. So when they need iron ore, they'll pick it up. When they need coal, they'll pick that up. These are coal powered, so they're going to be filling themselves up with coal as they need it. Now these ones on the other side here, I have to keep an eye on. I need to put coal into these myself. But they're putting the plates out onto the belt, and then these two, which once again I have to keep an eye on, are loading this chest up for me, so I can just grab the plates out, nice and quick and simple and easy. So that's the basic of getting set up. Now you've got research. which of course you need to research things. Now, in order to get the research, you have to build a lab, which I'm going to need copper. Copper is basically a similar setup to what I was doing before, so I'm going to make a couple of furnaces, a couple of arms, some belts, and what I'm going to need to do is, I think I'll put it maybe along here, like that. Load in there, load out there. So now my copper is going to be running in this way, like that. So what I'm going to do is put this piece, I'm going to have a bit of extra coal to run up onto here. I'll make sure the copper runs onto that side. And then off here, that can be my copper. I mean, it's nothing too in depth. I mean, there's much better ways of doing this, more efficient. This is kind of just to, without putting much thought into it, just get it up and running. I need to put a little arm in here, which can grab some coal. I generally get through to getting electricity pretty quick, so that way I don't have to worry too much about the coal side of things. Which I guess I'll just put that through to there, like that. Right. That's going to load that up, that's going to load that up. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the coal out of there, since it's being fed into there anyway, chuck it into there. Well, I've probably still got heaps of coal in these. Which one's got a lot of coal? That one. I'll grab that. Once you get a heap, you can just start pulling it out of stuff that's auto being loaded. Okay, so here we go. This is the start of the copper plates. But I'm going to grab some coal from there. And I'm going to need to load these arms up. Okay, so the copper plates. I'm going to need to... I need to build a lab, which means I need electronic circuits and iron gears. Now when you need things like that, you will automatically create them, if you can. So, as you can see, it's making the copper wire first, and then it'll make the electric circuit, and then it'll make the iron gears, and then it can build the lab. So I'm going to, while that's doing that, sometimes building things can take a really long time. Okay, let's put the lab in. I'm just going to chuck it up here. Now the lab's going to require some power. So what I'm going to do is, that arm can go into there. Now I'm going to need to load that up. Some coal. I'll just grab all of that. And I think what might be easy, just so I don't have to keep running to grab coal all the time, so I'm going to chuck another arm up here just to load that up with coal. Now I'm going to build another arm, because I'm going to need power, which is once again coal powered. Well, everything's coal powered at the start, but I'm going to need power, the steam engine up and running, so I'm going to need more coal. So I'll grab one of these, chuck that into there. I should probably build an extra one as well, actually. So I'm going to need Grab a heap of coal. This belt will actually fill up with coal. And then I'll stop, once this is full, this arm will stop putting it in. And there'll be more coming through. So at the moment my iron production is going to suffer because of the way that I've done this, but I'm not too worried right at the moment. So, I will build another one of these, build a couple of arms, build some more belts. Everything seems to be ticking along nicely. Yeah, I'm going to have to make this do a stupid little zigzag. Grab a piece of coal. Oh, I've got a few bits of coal. Oh, that's all good. Chuck them in there. Right, that's another one up and running. So that should give me the coal that I need. So I'm going to grab some copper plates, grab some more stone, grab some more iron, and I should get this power up and running. So for the power I'm going to need a pump, couple of boilers, a couple of steam engines, and then I'm going to need some pipe, which I'm going to need a lot more iron for. Okay, that's run out of coal. How are these guys going? 3, 4, they're almost out of coal as well. It's okay, chuck that into there. Now by having this means I can just grab that nice and quickly, run up to these guys, and resupply them. Now for my coal power, I think I might put it in here actually. So let's put the pump in. Underground pipe. I like to use this all over the place. So, looking at the way I've designed this, I'm going to move this over. Like that. Okay, so the boilers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will do for now. I'm going to need some coal. I'm going to need some more iron. Actually, since I'm not going to be building this place up to be huge, this will probably do actually. I wouldn't normally build it like this, but I'm not too worried about the looks. Normally I'd build this a lot bigger. I was actually thinking of putting this on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to need some trees, some wood, so then I can build power poles. So we'll chuck in one there, one there. Let's run these up. To there. Okay, so now red science is what I'm going to need for automation. So I'm going to make a few of those myself. which is a little bit slow. It gets much easier when you can actually do it all automatically. Yeah, set up a production line to do it all for you, but just for a start, get this up and running. So then you can replace the once you get your power up and running properly, you can start replacing your burner miners with electrical ones. These ones here, and electric ones are much better. Of course they take power, so you've got to keep an eye on how much power you're burning, which, you know, at the moment not using any. You can see that ticking along nicely there. So you've got all these different things that you can research, and some of them will take red, some of them will take greens, and you get different ones as you go. So this is the basics of Factorio. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. You have assemblers that you can get for making a lot of these things for you. You've got guns and magazines and things. You will get enemies will come and attack you. Let's go and find some. I've only got a pistol at the moment, so that's not really going to do much, but we shall run away and find some biters. Oh, look, there's a nice big patch of iron. Another patch of copper up there. So once I find some enemies, I'll show you how involved things can get. I've got a few different saves that I've been working on. I'm just trying to think which ones are which. There's a nice big patch of coal. Look at that. Here we go. Here's some enemies. And with a pistol, that's how you get owned. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is my current one that I'm working on at the moment is this one here. As you can see, things get a little bit kinda messy. Now this one, I've decided to work with steam power only is the challenge that I've set myself, so no solar. I could put through solar panels, but I've decided that I'm going to try and do this one with steam power only, which is quite cool. So I've got my my coal miners down here, mining the last of this little coal deposit. There's not much left. I've got little bots flying around doing stuff. So I've got coal coming in here. I've also got coal coming in on this belt. I'll show you that in a minute. These are all keeping the boilers running for all the steam engines. Little splitters to make the path go in different directions. And this just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And I've got crap loads of steam power. I've got laser guns, laser turrets. Keep the bad guys dead. I've concreted a lot of it. Here's my science up here. So there's my green and red. See, these are the standard yellow belts that you start with, but then when you upgrade you get these red ones which are much faster. Purple science. Yellow arms is what you start with, and then you go to the blue arms, which I'm kind of in the process of doing. This is making the purple science bottles for me. Down this end I have these ones which are making the blue, and they require batteries, advanced circuits, smart inserters and steel plates. So as you can see, there's my advanced circuits. They're coming in here, which are getting made here, and they require electronic circuits, plastics and copper cables. So you end up with this big network of different things being created. So here for example is my my steel, well, my iron. So the iron ore is coming in here, and these are all electric, so I don't need coal, and they're just turning this into the iron. This is my backup supply. You'll see this little green cable. So what this is wired up for is, as you can see, this is doing absolutely nothing, but it's testing this. So this one grabs the iron ore in and chucks them in this chest until there's 5 in there, and then this one takes it out and this one puts it back on the belt. It's flowing this way. So if my belt gets loaded up, I get 5 ore in here. If there's 5 ore in here, or if there's 3 or more, this arm does nothing. Oh, 5, okay. So if it's less than 5, it will start pumping iron across to here. And the idea of that is these plates will come into here and they'll back all of this up. So these will stop working. And if these will stop working, then the iron ore will back up. So it's like a safety net. So the iron plates are split and go all over the place. So in here you can see they're being made into cogs. Here's the copper plates coming through, and there's my red signs. So this is what I was doing in the other one. Copper plates plus iron gears, red signs. Here there's a lot of different production for different things. This is making the yellow belts, which requires iron plates. Oh, that's an attack. You can see my laser guns just absolutely obliterating the enemy. Doing a good job. So yes, then you get into robotics, and these dudes will burn around and do stuff for me that I tell them to do. I've got concrete production over here, which I have a lot of concrete. So I can actually give these bots orders. So I've been slowly concreting my base, so I can do this. Just give them an order to do that. They'll pick up the concrete for me and dump it down for me. It saves me just placing all these concrete blocks. So I have all these little constructor bots, and I've got logistics bots which will carry stuff around. So if I run out of resources that I want, they'll come and resupply me with different things. Up here I have my tank parked. Automatic gates. And over here is my iron supply for my electric mines. Everything's ticking along nicely. So, where the extra iron plates is coming in from, and my coal, so my oil refineries, how's my oil doing? Yeah, it's not too bad. Is down here. You can see iron, copper, coal's over here. So this is my copper production over here. So all this ore is flowing in from there. This is my train station. So this is where everything's coming in from. So this is my coal car here, which these are unloading. This is my steel. So these chests are getting filled up with iron. These chests are getting filled up with iron plates from the carriage. Once they're full, well, it'll stop emptying, won't it? So this is my train tracks. So I put this in. This is my little expansion out here for coal and iron. So I need to pop out here every now and then. You can manually drive trains, but I've got them set on a schedule. So when they pull in, this gets loaded up with the plates, this one gets loaded up with the coal. So there's my smelting already going on in here. I haven't expanded this too much because I don't need to yet. It's just kind of sitting and chilling. The coal, however, different story, because I'm running low on coal. So a quick check. They're still ticking over nicely. I might actually put in... Do I have any spare ones on me? Oh yes, I have 2. I like to have everything nicely aligned. Let's chuck that in here. Right, there's a little bit extra coal production. I don't want to run out of coal. Running out of coal is the worst thing you can do. Well, maybe not the worst, but it's pretty bad because everything runs on power in this game. I mean, generally, by this stage of the game, you'd be building solar panels everywhere, you'd be running off solar power, you'd have the big battery banks, the accumulators to store your power so it runs through the night, and everything will be balanced nicely. And in a lot of the other games, that's exactly what I've done. I've wiped out my Steam production, or I've actually used my Steam power as a backup for if all my guns fire off too much energy, empty the accumulators. But this one, it's very much going to be coal, which means I'm going to build more train lines and things like that. I'm going to need to expand and constantly get a lot of coal coming in. So this is basically the little tour around Factorio. This game is really, really good. There's a lot more to it that I haven't covered, and you can play it multiplayer as well. So yeah, check it out. There's a free demo. Download it, have a play, and it's on Steam. Give it a crack. Until next time, I will catch you guys when I catch you guys.